Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be updating you guys on my year-long project pan. Like I said, this isn't going to be my permanent location. Actually, I don't really know yet. It is very I don't know, like blue toned in my opinion, and then I try to warm it up like in the editing, but it's just, I don't know, in the living room it's probably not the most convenient location because, you know, until I get like a better lighting situation or just more furniture, we'll see where eventually we're gonna go. But as of right now, this is the best place for me to film. If the lighting goes in and out, I do apologize. There's clouds today, and like I said, I don't have any really lighting situations besides like the natural light, so it's gonna be changing a little bit. But yeah, we have a couple of different changes. Obviously, if you guys have been following along with my channel, that I have been kind of on the cusp of a move, and with that comes a lot of choices and decisions on what is going to come and what is not. Also, I do have my hair up in a ponytail today because I finally like let humidity win. I was like, if I'm going outside, I am putting it in a ponytail because it just like poofs up into like Hermione Granger in the first couple of movies. So yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn the air conditioning off. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's still in the cusps of like turning off, but it should turn off soon. I actually also like sat on a pillow right now, and I don't think that was a good idea. There we go. It makes a difference, and now that's quiet. Anyways, yeah, it feels weird again getting back into like filming because I feel like I've been gone for a while. So yeah, let's just try to like get back in the groove of things. So let's talk about things that didn't make it because of the move and I just decided to declutter it. Last time I had included a rose water. I decided to leave that behind. I can just buy that anywhere if I need it. I just thought it was a kind of like wasted space because it's not very crucial in my routine, and when you're moving, everything that you're bringing counts. So that is no longer with us. Also, one of the two fresh lip balms in like my lip balm category situation that I was going to use because, you know, at the time they were lifting up in Arizona, but here on the East Coast it looks like they're gonna reinforce them again now that there's like a new variant and it's spraying pretty quickly. So we'll see how it's gonna affect my lip balm usage, but other than that, I have everything, and I'm going to be including new items even though it's the month of August and we have less than like 6 months to actually work on these products to use up. So let's go ahead and talk about the items, shall we? So I'll try to start in order of like how I would apply my makeup, or how most people apply them, because I usually start with my eyeshadow, but I only have like, you know, not that many things. So I still have my two mini face primers. I wasn't really using the Too Faced Primed and Peachy much when I was in Arizona. I was using more the Beauty Blender Opal Essence Serum Primer. And now that we're here in like a humid weather and you actually like have to like go out to get places, in Arizona you would just hide from the sun, and this also has to play in with what I'm kind of adding in. Here where I am, there is no car to just jump in from your garage, go to the place, get down. No, I had to walk everywhere, so there has been a little bit of switch up. I still try to use this one underneath my eyes because one of the other items that I have in this project pan, it does perform a lot better when I'm using like in conjunction with it, so I'm still using it like that. But I did start using the Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer from Too Faced, and I just kind of just put it like on my nose and on my T-zone area, because I do notice that sometimes the foundation and whatever I have on tends to move around from like sweating and like being out, so it has helped a little bit with that. So I do see myself just, I think I can use the Beauty Blender up by the next update. Like, it's kind of sad if I don't. And then I don't know if I'll finish the Too Faced one, but I think I can get pretty far with it just because it is a tiny sample and I am starting to use it a lot more. Okay, next on kind of like the order that I would put stuff on is my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I did really like this in the beginning, but as like my skin has been changing, it does tend to pick up on like dry patches, and for some reason underneath my eyes, it's like starting to peel down there. And like while I don't see it so much in person, I can definitely see it when I'm wearing this product only. And as much as I've tried to get rid of a lot of that dryness, it still picks it up. Using the Beauty Blender primer does kind of help because it is like serum-y and it's more moisturizing, so it doesn't like cling to them as much, but it is kind of still apparent. So it's kind of a bummer because, you know, ColourPop's cheap and it was like a nice product in theory, and like it looks fine on the rest of my face, and you know, it's light coverage, which I like. I know there's other stuff out there that I can use, but you know, until I find like a job and I start getting paid, I'm pretty adamant about using kind of what I have. So yeah, I'm still going strong. Gonna try to use this one a lot more than the other foundations I have, just to like, kind of get this moving. But I don't know if you can tell, I'm pretty pale right now. So, and it says a lot that like when I put my foundations on, it makes my face whiter and more paler. So even though I'm pale, I think because I've been out like walking, I have gotten just a smidgen of sun for me. So the fact that like my foundations are starting to look a little bit too light is like a little bit concerning, considering again how pale I am. Like look, I basically blend with the wall back there. If it wasn't for my hairy arms that like make a shadow, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, I swear. So still working on that, haven't really finished much. My Rare Beauty concealer, honestly I just forgot about this in the move, so I haven't really touched it. Again, this is one of those products that does tend to dry me out underneath my eyes, and it just picks up on all the dry patches. So I mainly just use it like in my little troublesome areas when I need a little bit extra coverage. I need to be better about using it. I think I have done the combination of where I like use these two together, and again it does help to like not have the product like cling on to my dry patches. But yeah, like I've been saying, I'm just a little disappointed in this, and I just don't really want to use it, but you know, it works fine, so I should, so I will, and that's why it's in here. It's just a little bit of a struggle when, you know, there's other things that are more important that were going on in my life than like makeup I should be using. Powder, I did put in the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I put this in here because it is a powder that kind of just works with all of my makeup. It just sets everything, not necessarily like, it's like a finishing powder, not like a matte gonna stay all day. Like I said, kind of a troublesome product for my skin right now, especially as it's going through a lot of changes with like changing temperatures and changing products and water, which all plays a role. So it's just nice to use it. There is quite a bit of progress on this, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's hardly anything left by the next update, whenever that is. And then, I mean, if I start working like a normal job, this is gonna go back or go by a lot faster, but we'll see in the timeline of things by my next update versus like when I actually get a job. Okay, my Anastasia Dip Brow Powder or Dip Brow Pomade. Still quite a bit left, less than half, but I'm still using it. I used a little bit of it today just on the tails because I do have already naturally pretty dark eyebrows, so I don't want dark and thick, so I don't want to make them look even thicker because I feel like it just doesn't fit my facial features. I feel like I have a lot more like softer facial features, and like my brows are the only thing that just kind of like doesn't make sense in that. So when I use like the dip brow, it makes it really harsh, and I feel like it just doesn't like go with me, you know? Like, I love it on other people, but it just really doesn't fit like me, in my opinion. So I have to really learn how to use a light hand, and then also like use a combination of different products on my eyebrows to just make sure that that doesn't happen. But you know, if I accidentally go heavy-handed one day, like, there you go, that happens. But I'm still using it. It does like stick on to especially my scar area. When I have my big girl job, I'd like to, I don't know, do something to help my eyebrows because they're two completely different. So I don't know if it's like a procedure that like kind of helps with like the scar reduction, or just find someone that can really just pluck enough and like, or do something where like both sides can look a little bit more symmetrical, because I haven't seen a professional eyebrow person in a very, 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 very long time, and they always know what they're doing. I've always had a good experience, so you see eyebrows all day versus I just see mine all day. So yeah. Again, because of the move, I haven't really been wearing much perfume, so no surprise that the Black Opium perfume is still kicking around. There's like less than half, a little bit under, as you can see, that's how much is left. I'm gonna make it a focus to finish it. I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of the scent. It's like kind of too strong now. I feel like I really forced myself to use it when I was still in Arizona just to get through it, that now it's kind of just left like a bad scent in my, I don't know, it's not my favorite honestly anymore, and it's a little sad, but you know, maybe that's a good thing, because a lot of people like it, and with perfumes I like to be like unique, and I have other scents that are unique, and this one I'm just like, it's kind of strong honestly, but I might also be going like overboard with it. Those are all possibilities, but I'm just gonna try to focus on using it up. Maybe just putting it, like mixing it in with like my lotion and seeing if that helps. Making an effort to wear perfume, but it's hard when you don't leave the house, because like, don't get me wrong, I love getting dolled up, but I don't like getting dolled up if I don't have anything to do. So yeah, perfume is part of like the doll up process in my head. Okay, what is left? What is left? My eyeshadow palettes of older eyeshadows, I have made a little bit more progress on this shadow right here. As you can see, it's almost to the end. Another thing I'm going to be focusing on actually finishing up by the next update. I think it's definitely doable, because I really have to dig my brush in there. If I have time, I might repress it. I just don't like repressing it because it always just ends up exploding everywhere, which is not fun. But I'm gonna try to use it up that way, and that way at least I feel like I am moving something out, even though I just moved and I really just got rid of really the excess that I didn't need. So everything is kind of just like at a perfect number in regards to my makeup collection. So it's like a funny area when you're trying to project pan, because you have an excess. So it's like weird when you are finally like at a happy medium but still trying to do this. I don't know if you understand, but anyways, the lip products. So I'm down to 2. I did declutter one of them. It is like the dark coppery one. I just wasn't wearing it really, and I just passed that on to my mom, see if she would like it. So I am left with the Fresh Mini Honey lip balm. That is how much I have left. It is what I'm wearing today. Just a nice nude lip balm. I did find, no, it wasn't this item. Sometimes I do take this out and just apply it, but I don't know. I'm in love with other lipsticks right now that, you know, I take advantage of wearing when I actually can go out for the time being without a mask. But who knows if we're gonna have to go back to not wearing lip products. So yeah. And then here is the ColourPop Just a Tint lip balm. Still, I've been using this one a little bit more than the Fresh one, just because this is a lot easier to grab than just a tiny one, and it's easier to find in your bag. I still have quite a bit of product, but it is something that I was reaching for, especially this last week. I felt like I used it a little bit more, but you know, not anything wow kabam, but I will try to use it more. I think I just have to get in the habit of putting these on around the house if I'm wearing makeup, because I just feel like it looks funny if I'm not wearing makeup and then I have like color on my lips, and these are very potent, or I just like to be like very sheared out, so to me it kind of looks funny. And maybe if I was by myself I wouldn't care, but because I'm living with my mans it's a little bit different. Okay, let's talk about the products that I'm adding in. So like I said, because I'm in a city and I don't have a car anymore and I'm walking around, I'm exposed in the sun a lot. So we are going sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. I'm adding in 2 sunscreen items. The first is going to be the Sunday Riley Light-Hearted Sunscreen SPF 30. This is just a 1 ounce size, but it is like their only size, but this is tiny. This is just really, really messy. I notice every time I open it, it just wants to come out and it's all liquidy, and it's kind of annoying, honestly. But this is a zinc oxide, so it's more on like the mineral, right? Mineral. I mean, zinc oxide is like mineral, and it doesn't have like all the bad stuff that can cause cancer because your bloodstream absorbs it, like oxybenzone and all of those other sunscreen ingredients that aren't good. So just because it's messy right now, I want to use it up, and because I should be wearing more sunscreen. I did put it on today, but I really only putting it on my face and like up to here. I didn't put it like all over my body because Sunday Riley is expensive, even though I did receive this as a gift. But it's expensive and I don't want to use it for that. So I'm gonna make it more, or I'm gonna try to finish this up just so like A, I'm using more sunscreen, and B, because it can get a little messy and I don't like that. And then I have the Milani Make It Last Sunscreen SPF 30 Setting Spray. This one I thought it would just be like as easy as this, but it does leave like that weird sunscreen shiny film as if like you're going to the beach, because this one, it does have all of those sunscreen ingredients, like the chemical sunscreen ingredients. So it's like avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. It probably has more. Also SPF 30, but it is kind of convenient when if you're out for a long time or you have forgotten to apply and it's really sunny to just go like this. I have taken it to like vineyards, and when that's like all sunny and out in California, and like you're drinking and it's sun and it's hot and you can easily get sunburned. It was so easy just to like so definitely kind of like use in like an emergency situation because of like that film that you get, or like if I'm out, maybe just like on my shoulders real quick, kind of just like spray on sunscreen, but it's not ugly and you're not like, it's just like a mist, so it's just like, you know, it's not like this, but it does smell like normal sunscreen, and I don't really like it for my face just to use it every day. So it's definitely more of like a backup product, but I can easily just do this and go outside, and that's how I can use it, even though I'm no longer going outside because I already went outside. But just stuff like that. Now, like I said, my foundations are starting to look a little bit more pale against my face, even though I am a pale human being, but I think everything else just got a tinge darker compared to my foundations. So I have been trying to really use color to kind of make it all match a little bit more. So I am bringing back in my Chanel Tan de Soleil bronzer. This honestly just needs to be used up, be used to the very end. Even though I'd be sad because, you know, I've ranted and ranted how they changed the formula, but this is just kind of getting on the old side, and even though it still works, it doesn't break me out. I should really just focus on using it up, and you guys have seen it multiple times. If you've been an avid follower, Jasmine, if you're watching, you know the drill. So we're just including this back in, and that's how much I have left of it. Every now and then I do have to get in there and scrape like the top layer because it just gets like all these fuzzies that's like that fall on my brush, and then like from my brush I put it here and it gets on my face, and from my face fuzzies, you know. So it's a little bit more of a hassle, but we're putting that in because I really need some color right now, especially with everything that I have. But that is it. That is my very, very long Project Pan update. Hopefully we have a lot more progress on the next one, but yeah. Let me know what other types of videos you'd like to see from me if you are an avid watcher of Project Pans. What other content do you like to watch besides Project Pans? Let me know in the comments down below, because like I said, I'm getting at the point where like I don't have excess makeup to keep project panning. Like, I'm just happy with what I have because I really got rid of all the excess. So please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.